Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500 and welcome back to the review section. We have been sent a bit of kit, bit of diagnostic kit from our friends at Topdon. Now we know that Topdon makes some top quality, quite expensive kit, top of the range sort of stuff. This is a great bit of kit for the casual user, someone who uses it like me for a few cars. And I would say that is good enough for the professional. It does a lot of things. So let's get into it. Let's show you what we've got, what they've sent us, and we'll get into it and show you what it can do. Let's go. Okay, so this is the Topdon Topscan. As I say, it was sent to me by Topdon. I haven't paid for it. Now, Topdon know when they send me products, this is the second product they've sent me, and they know I do an honest and unbiased review, even though they've sent it to me for free. At the moment, this is on sale. This was sent to me back in the summer. Now, when it was initially sent to me, a couple of days after I received it, and I was about to start doing a video, I had an email from Topdon telling me that they got a bit of a problem with the app. Their app was pulled from the App Store. Could I just hold fire before recording anything? Weeks and weeks and weeks went past, and eventually I had an email back from them, and we'll go into that now because the leaflet that's printed that comes with it has got the wrong name. So I imagine they've had to update the printing in the ones that are available to buy now. But as I say, at the moment it is on sale for Black Friday. The link to it is in the description, and there's quite a bit of money off, and it's not expensive anyway. It's a great bit of kit. Some of what you're about to see was recorded earlier on, late summer and autumn. So I'm wearing different things and so on and so forth, and I may have different facial hair and different glasses on and stuff like that. But I've done it in bits and pieces. I had some initial issues with it, which was sorted out. We'll refer it to that in the video of stuff that's already been recorded, but we're going to mix and match with stuff previously recorded, showing you the problems that I was having, how I rectified them, and then we'll get into today, where I'm in the BMW today, and we'll show you exactly what this thing can do. So let's go. We're going back, as I say, probably a couple of months or so, if not a little bit longer, to start off and see what you think of this great little product. I think it's brilliant. Let's go. Right, so according to the instructions, and on the box I think it was, it tells you to download the Topscan app on either the App Store or Google Play. Now that has been superseded. It is now called Top Guru. So if you, I'm doing it on my iPad just so it's bigger on screen, so you can see it a little bit more. And so what you do is you install the Top Guru app. You then, if you haven't already got one, if you haven't got another Topdon product, is you create an account with Topdon. You'll get an email with confirmation code, and then you've got your Top Guru set up for with Topdon to allow you to use this and obviously any other Topdon products that you've got that you need to register for. The beauty of using an app, of course, unlike using a hardware OBD thing, which is sort of standalone, which some of them are, is once you've got a standalone one, which are generally cheap, you know, that's it. If things update or you go to a different car that's not supported, that's the end of it. Obviously with this, because you've got an app, we'll open the app from within there. We are in the wrong place, I believe, so let me just get this loaded up and then we'll come back. So we are in the app, as you can see. As I say, I've done it on the iPad just so it's bigger. Obviously if you do that it'll shrink it, but it's still quite big. but I prefer to show you it on here. So obviously ignition needs to be on. Now we have got errors on this car, so it's going to bong anyway. We've got an auto pedestrian protection system not working, bonnet open, and so on. So there are things that don't work, but we need to sort those out. But we may be able to clear codes on here. So what we're going to do, we've got the OBD connector plugged in there, so we're just going to connect to it. This is the first time I've actually done this. Please activate VCI first. So I don't know what that is, but we will activate it somehow, whatever we got to do. No devices, so we've got to add the device. Serial number, good question, I have no idea. Bear with me. So if you go into your Bluetooth settings, you will see that we have a strange number come up, which is going to be the serial number for this particular device. So we'll add on that and it will add it for us, so we're now connected. So now we should be able to just go to the app and it should hopefully be able to see it. Okay, so what I've done is I've unplugged this from the OBD port because I had to activate it. So to activate it, all you do is you use a QR code reader, and you can use, I think the app has actually got one built in, and then it automatically adds your serial number and an activation code, which I won't show you because it's mine. I'm pressing on activate now, and it's working, found successfully. Okay, so let me just plug it back in and we should be able to start on the diagnostics. Okay, so now we are loaded. As you can see, there's lots of things on here: maintenance, oil, throttle, EPB, steering, ABS, DPF, BMS, I don't know what that is, battery management system. So that's if you obviously put a new battery in, airbag errors, and so on and so forth. Diagnostics. So there's lots of things you can do on here. It does say, when you download the app, it did say in-app purchases, so there may be other things that you have to buy if you want to you know, do things that aren't supported in the free version of the app, but we'll cross that bridge as and when. So if we go into diagnostics, it will probably load all the cars, I imagine. Yeah, oh look, our bath comes up first. So we are in a BMW, so we will go download. So we have to download the files, so whatever cars you've got, you download those. So I will download our bath and I will download the Fiat ones, because, and of course the BMW, because I've got a BMW, I do our baths, and I will find the Fiat one and I will download the Fiat 500. So there may be some of those things. These may be things that you might have to pay for, potentially, I don't know, but we'll download all three and then we'll come back. We downloaded very, very fast, within 3 seconds. Fiat, let's go to BMW. Where are we? BMW, download. Look at how fast it goes, you watch. This is a bigger file actually, so it's taking a little bit longer. So we'll scroll up to, while it's doing that, we'll scroll up to our bath. It's only 10 meg, 0.10 meg. Done, installed. That took microseconds, so BMW is still going. So we'll let BMW one finish, because obviously we're in a BMW now, and then we'll give it a try. So I thought what we'd do is, while we're looking, waiting for that to finish loading, we'll go through all the cars. So we start a European first. So we got our bath, Alfa Romeo, Audi, Bentley, Mercedes-Benz, which is under B, BMW, Bugatti, Citroen, Dacia, DS, Fiat, Ford, Jaguar, Lamborghini, Lancia, Land Rover, Manld, don't know that one, Maybach, Mini, Opel, Peugeot, Porsche, Renault, Rolls-Royce, RSM, Saab, Seat, I said Seat, Skoda, Smart, Sprinter, Vauxhall, Volvo, VW and VW CV. If we go into American, we got Buick, Cadillac, Chevrolet, Chrysler, Demo, Dodge, EOBD, Ford, General Motors Brazil, GMC, Jeep and Lincoln. And then there was also, we also go into, I'm just reloading now, I think I saw Asian as well, which most of us wouldn't have heard of these, although of course we'll have Toyota and things in here, I suppose. Acura, Daewoo, Fordo, Holden, Honda, Hyundai, Infiniti, Isuzu ZA, Kia, Lexus, Mazda, Mitsubishi, Nissan GTR, Sion, SsangYong, Subaru, Suzuki and Toyota. So of course, being an app, as I said, you know, when new cars come out or revised models come out, they will obviously update the app, which is good for this sort of bit of kit. So I've done that again. So let's see if BMW's finished. It has. Right, okay, so if we now, bear in mind I have not done this yet. This is me doing it from scratch. Please ensure the VCI is properly connected to the vehicle and the ignition is turned on, which it is. Okay, so let's do confirm. Is it an automatic or manual? In this case, it's an automatic. Enter the VIN or tap read to acquire VIN. So we want to put in read, which it didn't seem to do. Do it again. No, it's not doing it. So I don't know the VIN number, so I am going to go and have to get my my logbook, enter the VIN number, and then we'll come back. Right, before we carry on, I had to I started to review this and I had to abandon it because I couldn't get it to connect. I sent a message to Topdon saying I'm doing the video and I'm afraid I can't get it to connect. They asked me for the serial number, which I sent them, and they came back to me and they've instructed me. I don't know if it's, I think it must have been something that I missed. So I'm going to just show you that now. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm hoping it's going to work. But I couldn't get it to connect. I tried it in 3 cars. This car, which is the 500X, I tried it in one of the 500s and I also tried it in my BMW. And I had the same thing, couldn't connect to anything, although we connected by Bluetooth and so on. So let me just grab my iPad again and we'll open the app up and fingers crossed this time that we can actually get connected to the car. Right, let's do it. Okay, so you've seen some of the problems that I was having. I couldn't get it to connect and I was having to try and manually put in VIN numbers. And I thought to myself, that can't be right. So, and I was having the trouble connecting to certain cars. And initially, I tried it on 3 cars, the BMW, the Fiat 500X and a Fiat 500, and I was having the same problem. So I thought, no, there's something wrong here. Something's not right. So I contacted Topdon, and it was all to do with this. So it's the Bluetooth connection. So you go through all the process of opening the account with Topdon, you load your app, you download your cars that you want to use it on, but you have to have a green tick on that VCI. So you have to set that VCI up. I don't actually know what VCI stands for, but it's to do with the Bluetooth. The main problem that I had, and excuse me if I've already mentioned this earlier, is that I had it on my phone. And because I had it on my phone, it was automatically connecting to my phone. And I wanted it on the iPad just so it was easier for me to film. So when I've come into the car now, I have disconnected the Bluetooth on my phone because I will probably use it on my phone, but for demonstration purposes, I wanted to have it on the iPad. So I just wanted to quickly explain that. So, since it was reloaded and what you've already seen, you will notice here that the Abarth and the Fiat have already got an update on them. They're very, very small, so we are going to update those, and we're just going to do it. It did say there what the update was. I clicked off of it too quickly, so I don't know what that was. We'll have a look when we... Oh, it's doing the Abarth one at the same time. So what I mentioned earlier on, because it's app-based, as well as obviously hardware-based, when things change, you just get an update, which is great. Whereas you get some generic plugin thing that you can't update. Obviously you can't do that. So because VCI is connected, we know it's going to work. So this is the main screen. So we can do lots and lots of things on here. Maintenance, oil, throttle, EPB. We've already gone through all this, haven't we, previously? So what we're doing on this car, although I'm driving this car, we still have some errors on this car. So I won't go into the details of what they are just yet. We'll go in and I'll show you what they are. One good thing you can do on here is the battery. If you put a new battery in, you can, a lot of cars, including this BMW, if you put a new battery in, it has to be programmed into the car. You basically have to tell the car that it's got a new battery, so it adjusts the charging. You can do that using this. You can do a lot of things with this. So if we're going to go for demonstration purposes, we're going to go into diagnostics. So it will load and it will show you the cars. It'll show you all the cars that we've already gone through all that lot before. But what we want to do is click on BMW. Now, I think this isn't automatic transmission or manual transmission. What this is automatically reading the VIN number of the car, connecting to it. So it's now saying enter the VIN manually. We're going to press the read button and it will then automatically enter the VIN number of this car. We then press on confirm and it tells us about the car. It's an F45, it's a 218i, front wheel drive, 2021, manufactured in March. We say yes, confirm, establishes communication with the vehicle, which takes a few seconds. Scanning the control unit, establishing communication, and there we are. So there are numerous things we can look at the vehicle profile. We can look how many miles it's done, what it is, when it was manufactured, what making, what engine, that's a B38, whatever that means, engine displacement, etc, 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 model code, lots and lots of stats that we can look on if we wanted to know, which we don't particularly. And then hot functions. So if you do an oil change, you can do an oil reset, throttle adaptation. So these are all things: BMS reset, battery management system, EPB, SAS, DPF regeneration. If you've got a diesel with a DPF, ABS bleeding, presumably if you need to bleed your brakes. All of these various things that you can do. Now I'm not going to do any of these. I just want to show you that you can do them. Auto scan. So what you can do on here is you can select individual modules that this car has. So there's a big long list of all the modules that this car has. Or you can do an auto scan. If you do an auto scan, it scans them all. Now, as I say, there are, I think, 3 errors on this car now. There were more, but since it's been repaired, yeah, 3 errors. So while it's just scanning, so as you can see, it goes through, no DTCs. On there, it's got faults. So I'll quickly tell you what they are. So after this came back from the body shop, so this car has a pedestrian protection. So it has sensors it has squibs on the 2 bonnet catches. They have not fired mechanically, but they have quite clearly fired electronically. So they're coming up with an error, so they need replacing. Same goes on the bonnet hinges. There are 2 extra squibs on there that push up a bar, a rod that goes up and pushes the back of the bonnet up. So if you hit somebody, it pushes the back of the bonnet up, so it reduces the likelihood of them hitting the windscreen. They have not deployed, again, they have not deployed mechanically, but they have deployed electronically and need replacing. I've bought the hinges. I haven't put them in yet. I haven't yet bought those rods. That needs to be done. So at the moment, of course, we get pedestrian system comes up, and on this car, what I have to do is I have to go to the control knob. I have to turn the knob to close message, and then it closes the message. But we have it permanently displayed on here. Apart from that, it's all fine. So it's recording those 3 faults. If we click on those faults, it then tells us what they are. Read the DTCs. Pedestrian protection system front left, resistance too high. Pedestrian protection system rear left. So front is the catch and rear is the hinge. What I did as a bit of a test, it did have 4 on here, because as you'll notice, it doesn't say front right. I put a resistor in the plug to see if that would clear it, and it does. I just wanted to try it just to make sure that's what it was, and I've left that in for the time being until I change them. So I just need to change these, and then it will work. So obviously DTCs will generally not clear unless you actually clear what's causing them. So if we do clear on here, ignition on and engine off, so it tells you exactly what you have to do. We'll say yes, and it probably won't clear them, or if it does, they'll come straight back again. So it's there you go. The DTCs have been successfully cleared. Turn off the ignition, wait 5 seconds, and then turn it back on again. So we'll turn the ignition off. They will come back. I know they will, because we'll do a scan and they'll come straight back again. So we'll turn that back on. So it runs through its service, and then it will come up again on there now. There you go, pedestrian protection system. So it has to see that that's inactive for 3 seconds, and then it will activate it again. That's the car that does that, not the software. So it's saying that they've been successfully cleared, but that's it. So that's that. So we know exactly what they are. It is also actually coming straight. Oh yes, the other errors we've got. Tailgate. Now, I have had an issue with this recently. Last few days, it's a temporary thing. So I think what it is, I think it needs a bit of lubrication. Sometimes when you open the automatic tailgate, it doesn't open. and that's obviously causing a temporary code. So I need to clear that one. So we will clear that one. The other thing was, what else was it? Go back again. The crash safe. Sorry, no, there was another one. Where is it? The automatic heating. Right. Since I've had this car repaired, because I put a new condenser on it, the air conditioning is empty. And what this car does, and it tells you this in all in plain English, so you know exactly what it is. You read the DTCs again, and it shows you that the air conditioning compressor has been shut down due to a vacuum in the refrigerant circuit. So what I'm hoping will happen is when I get the air conditioning filled, I can come back into this and I can then just clear it, and then that will then, because there's then no vacuum in it, it will be able to, it will work, and my air conditioning will work. I just haven't got around to getting that done. So we'll try, I know we can't do it on that one. What we'll try and do is the tailgate one. We'll see if we can clear that. So we know we got the DTC there that we just showed you. You see how intuitive this is? It's very easy to do. You can click on other bits and it will take you to Google and give you more information on what that code is. It will also give you a little bit more information there within the app. Automatic operation of tailgate was not moved after request because the driving speed was greater than 0. I don't know what that's all about. So yeah, so there is a bit of an issue on that, which we should be able to sort out. And then it just gives us a little bit of information about when that fault was active, which we don't really need to know. It's a temporary fault. We will clear the DTC. Ignition is on and the engine is off. We click on yes, and it does it. Successfully cleared. Whether that will come back again or not remains to be seen. In fact, what we'll do is we'll rescan it. Are you sure you want to exit? We'll exit for the minute. Oh, I've got to go back into the car again, sorry. Beg your pardon. So confirm that. Confirm. It's got to reconnect to the car. Oh yeah, sorry. Press the button auto scan at the bottom and it'll do them all again. So that one will come up again. And we'll see if it, well, no, hopefully it won't come up again. So we've got the 3 crash safety modules. And then I say it goes down and it goes down and it goes down, scanning all the ECUs, all the various modules. Oh, tailgate function, there you go. Now no DTCs now. Oh no, still coming up. Oh no, camera base, what's that? Oh no, it's the air conditioning again, beg your pardon. Yeah, so that code is now gone, which is good. Okay, so we'll come out of that. So remember to remove your VCI from the vehicle's OBD connector. So we've gone through all the cars that it covers. We've already done that, so you know exactly what it covers. Now, let me just talk about something else that I bought to use on this car. So before Topdon had sent me this bit of kit, I got this car, and because I had all these codes I needed to clear, I put a post onto a Facebook group for the BMW 2 Series saying, what does everybody use for code clearing? And I was going to buy some generic thing, because obviously for the Fiats I use multi-ECU scan, which does proxy alignment as well. This can't do proxy alignments on the Fiats. You do everything else, pretty much everything else. Clears codes like we've just done on this car. And everyone said they use, there's two apps, one called Bimmer Link and one called Bimmer Code. Now Bimmer Code I haven't bought yet, and actually that's the one I need. Bimmer Link is diagnostics for BMWs. I think I've got that the right way around. And they recommend an OBD connector, a Bluetooth one, similar to this, which cost me, I think it was around 80 quid. And then the app is the only app I've ever paid for, and I think was 35 quid. So it has cost me over £100, and I can only use it on BMWs. This will do everything that Bimmer one does for half that. I'm not sure what the actual cost on Amazon is when it's not on offer, but at the moment it is on offer, and the link you will find in the description. And I think that link, is valid to the 27th of October 2023. I'll stick down there, I will stick the, or down there, wherever it appears, the price that it is available on the Black Friday deal at the moment. Now, Topdon have sent this to me for free, and I thank them for that. And as I say, this isn't a completely unbiased report on and review on how it works, what it does. Would I buy this? Had I known about this before I bought the Bimmer Link and the OBD thing that I will probably now never use and may as well sell? Yes, absolutely, 100%. This does everything and more than the Bimmer Link does, and I can use it on all of those list of cars. So any other of those cars that I get, I can do this, I can use this. It works fantastically on the iPad. I initially had problems, as you know. Works brilliantly, absolutely brilliant. So this, I think, is a top-notch bit of kit. Now, Topdon make diagnostics machines that are, I've seen some, you know, getting on for £3,000. Now, I don't know what makes them better than this. I guess it does more and it covers more cars. It will probably do things like proxy alignment. But for general use, whether you are a DIYer, it's for your own car, it's for someone who does this as a part-time business like I do, or you do this full-time, this is a cracking bit of kit. It takes up no room, it's a tiny little thing. Have I actually shown you the thing itself? I think I did earlier on, didn't I? But just in case I didn't, I'm just going to unplug it and I'll show you it again. So here it is, that's all it is. That is all it is. Just that little OBD gadget there. That's all you need, plus the app. So I've updated the app today. There's no firmware updates to do on this at the moment, but obviously, again, you know, it will remotely, because you're accessing the internet at the same time on a phone or an iPad. I mean, obviously, I'm parked next to my house here, so I'm I'm picking up my home Wi-Fi, so it's connecting to the Topdon website, and if a firmware update was needed, it would do it. But so, what would I score this out of 10? Bearing in mind I use multi-ECU scan for the Fiats, this can't do proxy alignments. It can pretty much do everything else. It will clear codes, it will read codes, it will reset all sorts of stuff. In plain English, it gets updated regularly by Topdon. I'd give this 9 out of 10, I reckon. I reckon it's a 9 out of 10. I think it's a great bit of kit. Don't take my word for it. You've seen me use it. And, you know, as I say, my videos show me doing it wrong as well. But once you sort it out and you get it linked by Bluetooth, and you click on that VCI thing to make sure that you're putting your serial number in, and you've only got it linked to one device at a time, it's great. It's seamless, works seamlessly, and it does pretty much everything. So whatever car you've got, it's in a list, Fords, Vauxhalls, BMWs, Mercedes, Toyota, you name it, they're in that list and they get updated regularly. What more can I say? So yeah, I recommend it. So that's the box. Comes in a little box. There's instructions in there. You don't need charging cables or anything like that because it plugs straight into the car. So you don't need any of that. You download the app. Away you go. Simple as that. So that's it. That is my honest review of the Topdon Topscan. Works on Google phones as well. It's not just on Apple. Works on Google as well. Bluetooth vehicle diagnostic dongle. Fantastic bit of kit. Get yourself over to Amazon. Get yourself one, or put it on your Christmas present list, one or the other. Make a great little Christmas present for somebody. Buy one. Comes with the Love 500 seal of approval. So that's it. That's the review of the Topdon Topscan dongle. Great bit of kit. Until the next one, as always, don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, click on the button, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up. Welcome your comments on this product. If you've got one, let me know what you think. If you get one, let me know you've got one. Thanks for watching, as always. Until the next time, take care, stay safe, and we will see you very soon.